Welcome to my channel. I'm glad you could join me this morning. Today we'll be taking a look at sun salutations, which means the entire body is going to get a workout. Of course, that's not the only thing we're going to do. And so for today, you don't need any props of any kind. Just bare feet or snug-fitting shoes will be fine. If you find yourself in a pose that is causing pain of any kind, please back out of it. Pain does nothing for your progress, and you can just go back to where in the pose there was no pain, or just get out of that pose completely and join us in the next one. Okay, so we're going to begin with what's called Ujjayi breathing, and I like to do lung exercises if you're a senior or if you're carrying extra weight. Lots of times our lungs don't get the exercise that they need, and then you wind up with a cold that just gets out of control. So let's make sure that our lungs are healthy. We'll start with some Ujjayi breathing. So Ujjayi breathing, sometimes called ocean breath, but it sounds a lot like Darth Vader breath, is when you create a restriction in the back of your throat. So a good way to get you there is to level your chin and then just kind of bring it back a little bit. And it's like a wake-up call in there to help you do a bit of restriction. So as you breathe in, you should be able to hear your breath come in and hear your breath go out. Then let's lengthen that a little bit. So another inhale, but make it longer and slower. And then an exhale, long and slow. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Good. A little bit of cat-cow so we can warm up the spine a bit. So where some people really don't do well with cat-cow if you have lower back or mid-back issues. So when you do this, do it very modified version then, or don't even do whichever part of it feels uncomfortable. So we take a deep breath in. This is called the cow part. And we push that belly out and bring the shoulder blades back and down so that we're opening up the sternum. So inhale, belly out, shoulder blades back and down, sternum is open. Exhale, you go into that Halloween cat rounded back, suck in the belly and round and bending forward. Inhale for cow. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, round the back. Let's just grab a seated pigeon. So you might cross your feet at the bottom. You might cross your knees at the top. You might be able to put your right ankle right over your left knee. But wherever you get, you can go ahead and lean forward. Oh, so we're looking after our neighbor's little doggy. It's a mini pinscher. You stay in your king pigeon, and I'm going to pick her up because she's missing her mommy. She's just the sweetest little thing. I don't know much about dog breeds, but honestly, this mini pinscher is just a darling. She's the gentlest, kindest little soul. So put your foot down and let's go to the other side. So this is a bit of a hip opener, the side of the hip, and also just getting a little bit of a back warm up to it. So take a deep breath in, getting nice and tall, and then on the exhale, you can go ahead and lean forward over that one bent leg. So this is your movie debut, see? Yeah, you're such a diva. This is the perfect thing for you. And just hanging on to that, you're doing that 3 full breaths. So you should be on your last one. Inhale, exhale, and then come back up. Good. Okay, so reaching those arms straight up with your right hand, just encircle your left wrist. And on an inhale, get lots of space between the vertebrae, nice and tall. And then on the exhale, we'll just lean to the right. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale nice and tall. Just circle your right wrist with your left hand now. And exhale to the left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, and then just bring those arms all the way down nice and slow. Reach for the floor, like really try and open up your shoulder joints at the top. Lower those shoulder blades down and get some length between the shoulder blade and the chin. Just trying to get your upper cervical spine nice and stretched out and long. And then release that, and we begin our sun salutations. So this is a full sun salutation B using the chair. We'll go really slow through it so that your body can get the full benefit of it, and so that you can feel the alignment of each pose as we go. So you will be facing your chair, beginning with mountain pose, and I always take time getting into mountain pose. I think it's a really important pose, and it's one you can do standing in line at your grocery checkout line. So lifting those toes up, place them down. Try and find all 4 corners of your feet, which would be the 2 at the ball of your feet and then the 2 on the heel. So try and feel all 4 corners. And my feet are about almost 2 hip widths apart. You want to be with your feet basically under your hip bones, but if they need to be farther apart, if having them farther apart makes you feel more stable, then that's where you need to be. Okay? And tighten the calves. Make a conscious effort to do that. Put a tiny micro bend in the knees, just so that you cannot see it. You can almost only imagine that it's there. Then lift the kneecaps up if you can. Some people can't do that. Tighten the thighs. So now the whole bottom leg is tight. Now tighten the butt really tight. Tilt that tailbone a little bit down. And now suck in the belly. Okay, you got all that going on. I'll just repeat it. The calves, the thighs, the butt are tight. And then the tailbone is slightly tilted down and you've sucked in the belly. Take those shoulder blades by bringing your elbows out in front of you, and then bring the elbows back so the shoulder blades pinch. Bring the elbows down and the shoulder blades come down. That's where you want your shoulder blades. And then open up the eyes of the elbow forward. And your hands just kind of follow the eyes of the elbow. Then your chin is parallel to the floor. Okay, is that enough going on? See, that's not... You think people are just standing in this pose, but that's not. They're not just standing, right? They're busy in that pose. Okay, good. All right, mountain. That was mountain. Tall mountain. The arms come straight out to the side, staying parallel with the sides of the body, reaching all the way up and looking up. Some people can take a slight back bend here. Others, that's not good for their lower back and they don't want to go there, so then they don't, and they might even have a slightly forward bend. Whatever keeps you out of pain, that's where you go. Bring the hands together, and in that prayer hand mode, come through, past the heart, down through the center of the body by the heart, and keep following it down. So now you're bending forward into a forward fold. Now you might be hanging onto a chair. You might be reaching for the floor. Just a caution, if you have high blood pressure, then you're going to want to be doing the chair version of this and not the full forward bend. Move your head around. Make sure your neck is not stressed and tight and that your shoulders have relaxed. This is a relaxing pose. You can even have those knees slightly bent. They don't have to be, your legs do not have to be straight. And we just enjoy this little bit, letting everything stretch out. Then we come into half forward fold. Half forward fold, some people bring their hands to the thighs, some people bring their hands to their shins. Some people are kind of reaching for the floor and some people are on the chair. But what needs to happen is that you have a broomstick from the tailbone all the way up the back, along the neck, and coming out the top of the head. So there's no rounding, there's no dropping or caving in. You've got a nice straight spine wherever you are. Okay, so half forward fold. Now here's where we come into some strength building and some cautionary stuff. So you're in half forward fold. From half forward fold, you want to come into forward fold again and then plank. So you drop to forward fold, come out of that, place your hands on the chair. For plank, you want your shoulders directly over your wrists, and I'm hanging onto the side of the chair because I do not want my hand to slip while it's on the chair. So I'm hanging on to the side. And then you walk your feet back until your body is in a straight line. Okay, so if you find that you need to be here or here and not all the way back, that's fine. You do you. Then we do chaturanga. Chaturanga means you bend the elbows along the side of your ribs to come down. Okay? For some people, that's just not doable and they're not going to go there and they don't have to. So the rest of us are going to take this chaturanga, but we don't hang out here and we immediately come into upward facing dog. So if chaturanga was not available for you and you're here, then from here, you're just going to come straight into that upward facing dog. Okay, do you see the difference? Either taking it and coming upward facing dog or not. And we do hang out here. So that's been 2 breaths. So inhale, exhale. And from here we come into down dog. Down dog, your shoulders are no longer over your wrists, and you're bringing your head between your upper arms. Your back is nice and straight, and your tailbone, although tucked, like you want to protect that lower back. So you keep the belly sucked in and you tuck the tailbone, but your butt is reaching for the sky. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So we come into warrior 1. The right foot comes forward and the toe faces the chair. The back foot comes into a 45-degree angle. And you want to pay attention that the knee does not go past the ankle or the toes. It's straight up and down with the ankle. And then you can bring those arms straight forward. If you have lower back issues, you stay here. Otherwise, you can bring those arms all the way up. Okay? So when they're all the way up, you are in warrior 1. Taking a moment to keep those hips parallel to the front of the chair. So you don't want the side opening. You want that the hips are parallel. Okay? That not one hip is not ahead of the other. All right? That's probably been 2 breaths. So inhale. Exhale. Now, With the left hand, you open it to the side, and the right hand opens, like the left hand goes to the back, the right hand goes to the front. So it's almost, your arms are kind of in warrior two, but it's a twist. So you've opened up, you've let the left hip come back and the right hip come forward. So it's a pelvic opening. And again, that's probably been 2 breaths. So inhale. Exhale. Inhale and bring those arms forward. Square the hips to the front of the chair. Inhale. Exhale, and now bring that other hand directly behind you. So if this is getting tippy, then heel toe the front foot over a little bit to widen your base. And go ahead and take that twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring those hands together. Pardon me. I knew that cough was coming. And then bring the hands down to the chair. As you walk your feet back to take a down dog, a quick down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and bring the other foot forward. We're going to do the same thing now with the left foot forward. And then the right foot comes down to that 45-degree angle. You square off your hips parallel to the front of the chair. And you bring your arms straight forward. You tuck that tailbone, suck in the belly, and bring those arms all the way up if you don't have lower back issues. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale and bring your arms to shoulder height, opening up to the side so that your right hip is now back and your left hip is forward. And inhale. Exhale. You can even look over that back hand if that works for you. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and bring that back hand to join the front. Exhale and switch those hands around. So now you're in this big honking revolved twist. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. From here you come directly into plank. So the hands come down to the chair. The left foot comes back to join the right, keeping the body straight. You can either chaturanga, bend the elbows, or you'd come into your upward facing dog without doing chaturanga. So I call chaturanga, then I come into upward facing dog. And from upward facing dog, I come into down dog. And then when your head is parallel between your upper arms, we'll stay here for 3 breaths. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, walk your feet forward and come into half forward fold. Inhale while you're here. Exhale all the way down. Inhale all the way up to tall mountain. And exhale to mountain. So a successful sun salutation. We're going to do that all over again, holding each pose for 2 breaths without all that explanation. A little, of course, but not a ton. So take your mountain, and that one I will explain. It's like the most important pose for me, I guess. Lift the toes, find the 4 corners of the feet. Tighten the calves, tighten the thighs, tighten the butt. Suck in the belly. Bring the shoulder blades back and down. Open the eyes of the elbow, chin parallel to the floor. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, tall mountain. Arms all the way up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hands together in prayer. Exhale through the heart center and all the way down to forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come into plank, so your hands are on the chair. Walk your feet back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale is chaturanga. The elbows come back. Inhale is upward facing dog. You don't hold that chaturanga. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale into downward facing dog. So that's where the head comes between the upper arms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, the right foot comes forward, hips are parallel to the chair, and the arms come straight up or out front. Exhale. Remember, the back foot is at a 45-degree angle flat on the floor. Inhale. Exhale, open that up into a twist, looking back if you can, and inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bring that arm forward on the inhale. On the exhale, open it out to the back, and you can move your feet around if you need to keep your balance. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring your hands to the chair. Walk yourself back into down dog. And then inhale. Exhale. Inhale and bring the left foot forward. Left foot is forward, hips are parallel to the chair, and the right foot is 45-degree angle flat on the floor. Your arms are either forward or the tailbone is tucked and they're up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, arms open to the side, looking over the back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and bring that hand to the front. Exhale and open the other arm to the side. So now it's a revolved back twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bring those hands down onto the chair for your plank. Inhale. Exhale for chaturanga, or skip chaturanga, and inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale and come into downward facing dog for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and come forward into half forward fold. Exhale while you're holding this. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Just let your back stretch out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bring those arms all the way up for tall mountain. Exhale through heart center. Hands at your sides for mountain. So, well done. A lot of work there. Let's just do a balance pose before we're seated. So today we'll do King Dancer, or start towards King Dancer. Feet parallel to the back of the chair. Okay, so you are putting equal amounts of weight to begin with on both feet, finding anything to stare at that doesn't move, so it's not me. Getting all your weight on that right foot, and lifting that leg foot up behind you. Now, you can just stay with it right there and play with letting go with one hand and then the other hand, or you can reach for that back foot or for the pant leg or whatever you can grab and grab hold of that back foot. Okay? So now, if you wish to try and grab this balance, you lift your hand off, and it helps if you have a micro band in that right knee, the supporting leg, and if you lean forward, okay, to lift that front hand off the chair and to press the foot into your back hand. So just play with that, really building the strength in the ankles and the calves and the thigh, and release that. And then let's just try that on the other side as well. Okay, so now all my weight is on, I'm putting it on the left leg, and I'm going to lift that right leg and grab that with my right hand. In order to play with my balance, I need to find a spot that I can stare at, and then just leaning slightly forward, pressing that back foot into the back hand and lifting that left hand off the chair. So my right foot is pressing into my right hand. My left hand is playing with coming off the chair, and I'm staring at one spot the whole time. Just taking a little bit of time to try and grab that. Whoops, and I guess I'm done. I drop my foot and release. Have a seat. So that's a full body workout. Those sun salutations, they just move every joint and every muscle there is. So if you're feeling it, that's a good thing. As long as there's no pain involved, that's something we don't really want. Pardon me. We'll take one Ujjayi breath. So doing that restriction, level the chin, bring your chin back a little bit. Take a deep breath in and out. So ocean breath, that's called in yoga. Okay, so one more. I said only one, but let's make it two. And out. Hi, you want to come? So Diamond is going to join us for our relaxation meditation portion. Being the diva she is, she just feels that's the most important part, and she's quite right. So lean your lower back into the back of the chair. Just get some pressure in there. And then close your eyes. Let your feet and your calves get heavy. Relax your upper legs into the chair. Then let your bottom get good and comfortable. Take those shoulder blades back and down, lowering the shoulders away from the ears. We tend to carry, most of us carry our tension in our shoulders, although many carry their tension elsewhere, that's for sure. And then relax your lower jaw from your upper jaw. Relax your cheeks. And the skin around your eyes, just get that, all that muscles. Relax your facial muscles. And then while your eyes are closed, just think about a challenge, a difficult situation that you overcame and that made you a better person. Or maybe you're living through it. But how has it made you a better person? What gift has it given you? Has it given you patience or courage? Or how has that difficult time made you stronger or better or more valued. And then let's just slowly open our eyes. Again, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you know when new videos come in. And I hope you have a really great week. May your inner light shine for all to see. Namaste.